Hello, and welcome to Preparing for Creative Careers, an introduction to transferable skills, networking, and prepping for career success. My name is Jackie Heidegger Hamilton, and I am a career advisor with Career and Professional Development Services. This workshop was put together in partnership with Megan Workman Larson, the Director of Student Engagement for Herberger Institute for Design in the Arts. So why did we put this together? Well, we know that you're awesome, and you know that you're awesome, and we want to ensure that you are best telling your story and communicating about how awesome you are to your professional network in order to generate collaborative projects and career opportunities. We'll discuss transferable skills, how to communicate your passions, interests, strengths, values, personality, and experience, how to build and maintain your professional network, how to conduct meaningful research in order to help you connect, and how to prepare for success when attending a networking event such as a career fair or an alumni mixer. So let's start out by exploring how to reflect upon and make plans to further develop your overarching transferable skills. Oftentimes, when we communicate about career preparation or networking opportunities, we discuss professionalism in vague terms, but we do not often take a step back and ground professionalism in a concrete definition. Before we discuss transferable skills, it is wise to consider what being a professional looks like and what others might expect from you in regards to professionalism. On the screen, you can read just one definition for professionalism. When you think of professionalism, what do you think of? Think about what sticks out to you most in this specific definition. You'll notice that being mindful of nonverbal communication is just one aspect of professionalism. But what are effective work habits? Effective work habits are certainly things like punctuality, working productively with others, and time management. But there are also more things that employers and other professionals are expecting from you in regards to effective work habits. Employers are looking for applicants that are career ready. Being career ready means possessing some level of strength in these 8 career competencies, which were developed by the National Association of Colleges and Employers. These career competencies were developed by surveying employers across all industries and all functional areas. In other words, these are effective work habits, or aspects that demonstrate your professionalism in and outside of the workplace. Now, many of these overarching career competencies probably look rather straightforward to you. Things like problem solving and critical thinking, written and verbal communication, teamwork and collaboration, and more are things that we've been focusing on and growing within ourselves since our time within the K-12 system. However, there are a few career competencies that I happen to get a lot of questions about. To start, digital technology does not merely refer to the amount of software that you know how to utilize or how many programming languages you know. Instead, digital technology refers to your ability to learn and adapt to new and changing technologies, as the future of work is dependent on your ability to adapt to these emerging technologies that haven't even been created yet. Career management is another career competency that I happen to get a lot of questions about. Career management is you tuning into this video today. It's your ability to be forward-thinking about your future and to be able to see what are some actionable steps you can take to help you get there. And finally, I also get a lot of questions about global and intercultural fluency. Global and intercultural fluency is your ability to understand that others might have a different perspective from you. And it's your job to ensure that you're taking seriously the perspective of others and figuring out how you can move forward productively. It's important to keep in mind that no one is a 10 out of 10 in all of these career competencies. And it should not be a goal of yours to become finished in any of these career competencies. Rather, effective and successful professionals strive to continue exploring and growing strength in all of these areas. Take some time to consider, what are two of your strongest career competencies right now? How have you grown in those areas? What are some experiences that have helped you grow your strength in those areas? Which ones do you want to explore more? Work to identify ways in which you will be able to explore these competencies. You will also notice that written and verbal communication, or the ability to articulate your thoughts and ideas clearly and effectively, both orally and written, is crucial to your professional success. Employers are looking for professionals who can speak effectively in public, those who are able to express their ideas clearly and effectively, and are able to write and edit memos, letters, and complex technical reports clearly and effectively. Moreover, employers are looking for professionals that exercise sound reasoning and the ability to think critically, are able to utilize empathetic and interpersonal skills to guide and motivate others, that demonstrate effective adaptability to new and emerging technologies, who can take the steps necessary to pursue opportunities of interest, that can build collaborative relationships and negotiate and manage conflict, are able to demonstrate openness, inclusiveness, sensitivity, and the ability to interact respectfully with all people. And all of these additional career competencies are undoubtedly impacted by your ability to communicate, both orally and in written form, while demonstrating your professionalism. So, how do you communicate effectively about your transferable skills? Once you have identified your areas of strength and areas of growth in regards to your career competencies, it's time to begin reflecting on other aspects of your story in preparation to tell other people why you are so awesome by focusing on communicating about your why, your how, and your what. As creatives, you have likely spent time strengthening your skill in pitching your ideas and vision for your art, design, performance, and other creative endeavors. But have you thought about how you pitch yourself? Crafting and practicing a powerful introduction is crucial to effectively communicating your story and telling other people why you are so awesome. As you begin prepping your pitch or powerful introduction, you can use the Powerful Introductions handout linked in the folder down below in order to take some notes. Keep in mind that you will want this powerful introduction to be about 30 to 45 seconds max. While you want it to sound polished, you also do not want to sound like a robot. I highly suggest writing down bullet points and jotting down notes, but not writing a full script complete with lighting and stage directions. You will also want to make sure that you match your powerful introduction to your current audience or the current opportunity that you're taking advantage of. That doesn't mean you can't get started now. You can always tailor this powerful introduction template in the moment or as you prepare for a networking event or other type of opportunity that you've pre-planned. Let's take just a few moments to begin building now. Make sure you start with your why, your passions, your interests, and your values. What drives you to do the work you do? Next, it's time to describe your how, your experience, strengths, technical and transferable skills. Think about what makes you so special or unique. Finally, dive into your what. What are you currently up to? And what are you interested in? What are you trying to communicate to the person in which you're speaking with? Pause this video and outline some of your notes for your powerful introduction. Make sure to start with your why and then explain your how and what. Excellent. Once you feel like you have strong notes, challenge yourself to practice your powerful introduction with at least 3 critical friends, coworkers, or mentors. Getting comfortable pitching yourself during practice sessions will help you introduce yourself during networking opportunities and help these opportunities feel more natural for you. A big reason why we are discussing transferable skills and how to effectively tell your story is so you can get out there and find other awesome people in order to build your professional network. You have likely heard how important networking is, but have you ever considered what networking is and why it is so crucial? The way we communicate with others matters because every single day that you are communicating with others, you are interacting with your professional network and communicating your career readiness. And we are doing this whether we know it or not. It is important to be intentional in the way that we are communicating with others because our communication, in person, virtual, and in writing, again, is oftentimes our first and our lasting impression on our professional network, which can either be an incredible opportunity to grow and maintain our professional network, or, quite frankly, a missed opportunity or connection. It is important to consider that you can network with anyone with whom you are communicating with. You are not only networking when you attend a formal pre-planned networking event like a career fair or in alumni mixer, but also when you are collaborating on a project with some of your peers, getting feedback on an idea from a faculty or staff member, or even when you run into someone new on an elevator. Megan Workman-Larson has an amazing elevator story that she often tells. Make sure you ask Megan about that story the next time you network with her. If you are prepared to make a positive first impression, introduce yourself in a powerful way, and communicate your story, any connection can be a networking connection. So why is networking so important? Well, first off, while networking is for more than just opportunity or job generation, up to 85% of jobs are secured through networking. That's right. 85% of jobs get filled through employee referral. The more connections you have, the greater opportunity for referral you have, and the more likely you know about opportunities before they are posted. Connecting with others makes collaboration easier, and collaboration is so crucial for your professional success in your creative career. Connecting with others will also help you pick up tricks of the trade and grow as a professional. In turn, you will help others develop professionally. And finally, whether you are exploring career interest communities, industries, job functions, organizations, or even specific positions, your professional network can help you continuously explore by offering insights into your areas of interest through their own knowledge and experience. You can also learn from others' career pathways and their exploration. Networking is key to help you build success in your professional network. But following up is crucial for maintaining the network you have built and truly cultivating a collaborative and creative network. So what does successful follow-up look like? Well, first off, you have to do it. Remember that. Seriously. Prepare questions ahead of time. If you are going into a pre-planned networking event or opportunity, tailor some questions to a specific employer, event, or opportunity by engaging in some research ahead of time. It is good professional practice to have a few questions prepared that are fairly generic that you can utilize within any type of networking opportunity that you might run into. This will help you carry on a professional conversation. It's okay to use notes and to take notes during your networking opportunities. You'll want to make sure you're taking effective notes, especially for action items. Pay attention to the things that you promise an employer or a networking connection. If you say that you're going to follow up with a resume, make sure that you do it. And ensure that you are sending a note that helps follow up with the conversation that you started. Ask for business cards and make sure that you leave yours with the person with whom you were speaking to. And finally, make sure that you're following up within 24 hours while everything is fresh in your head and your conversation is still relevant with the person that you communicated with. Customize your follow-up. Don't send a generic template. And ensure that you have attached a personalized note if you connect on LinkedIn, which you should. You can use the informational interviewing handout in the folder linked down below in order to begin preparing questions for your networking conversations. This will help to make sure that you are actively listening during your actual conversation with the person that you're connecting with. Pause this video in order to generate and craft 6 to 8 general questions that you might ask employers, alumni, industry professionals, peers, faculty and staff, and more as you network in all the opportunities that you're going to take advantage of. Some examples of questions might be, what advice would you have to offer someone planning to enter into this industry, organization, job function, etc.? How long have you been employed by your organization, been in this industry, worked this specific job, etc.? And for what length have you held your current position? What do you look for when you hire an individual? Skills, values, etc. And does your organization have a profile of an ideal employee? Can they give you the names of other people that you might be able to connect with for additional information? Can you use their name as a referral? If you know you are going to a networking event or opportunity ahead of time, there are some amazing ways that you can utilize research in order to prepare yourself. This research is also a great way to learn or find out more about awesome opportunities for you. You will want to make sure that research is a part of your preparation for the event or opportunity if it's pre-planned. If you're attending a pre-planned networking event or opportunity, you should work to find out what companies or organizations are attending the networking event that you are going to, or more about the person or persons with whom you're hoping to communicate. For fairs and employer-focused events that are loaded into Handshake, you can actually view the registered organizations. Are you meeting with someone for an informational interview? Make sure you research them prior to meeting them. Do they have a website? What about a public biography? Have you checked to see if they are on LinkedIn? If you are not already on LinkedIn, I highly suggest building your profile. It's a great resource to utilize in order to streamline some of your research into creative industries, organizations, or functional areas. While you are researching, don't forget to research yourself. It will help remind you of your digital presence and consider your 360-degree first impression to the people who are undoubtedly Googling you. You also want to make sure you're prepping for what you're going to bring to a networking opportunity. Think about things like your portfolio, pen, water bottle, creative career suite, what you're going to wear, etc. Speaking of what you're going to wear, make sure you're dressing for success. Overdress and dress for the networking event or opportunity, not the job or as a student studying the profession. First impressions are made in seconds, so err on the side of professional dress. However, for a creative career, it is okay to infuse your personality and creativity into the way that you dress for a networking opportunity. You will likely want to dress in creative business casual or creative business professional attire. But this is dependent on the opportunity, the organization, the professionals that you'll be meeting with, etc. This is another reason that research comes in handy. Make sure to plan ahead and remember, no basketball shorts, no holes in your attire, no crop tops. And finally, don't neglect how you are going to pitch yourself to employers, companies, alumni, staff, and faculty, and even peers. Prepare to be leading the conversation with the person with whom you are communicating. Make sure that you start with your why and utilize your powerful introduction in order to hook the person you're speaking with. Have your powerful introduction prepared and rehearsed and ready to say in about 30 seconds. You will want to make sure that you are crafting your creative career suite if you are entering into a creative career field. While many emerging professionals are going to be drafting up a resume and a cover letter template, you might often, for our creative careers, have several templates that you work off of, depending on the type of organization or the job function that you're applying to. Something that's important to remember as you're crafting your creative career suite is that there are some very common pieces to begin preparing for yourself, such as your business cards, a creative resume template, a creative cover letter template, your portfolio, and even a one-pager to demonstrate some of your work. The most important thing to consider if you're transitioning into a creative career is that all of your creative career materials should have a cohesive brand that matches your personal brand. So who do you want to be known as a professional? As creatives, you are a visual person and you are talented and skilled in bringing a vision to life. Think of your creative career suite as another extension of your creativity and your art. You want to make sure that you are branding yourself as carefully and curating that professional brand for yourself well in advance of the time in which you're bringing those materials to fruition. Make sure to craft business cards that build into that cohesive brand as well. Your portfolio can certainly be printed or digital or both. Depending on your industry, I would ask around to different industry mentors that you have as to which might be best for specific types of networking opportunities, such as a fair versus an interview. If you're attending a fair or an alumni mixer, an employer panel, or a pre-planned networking opportunity, building a one-pager to demonstrate your work and what it looks like and what it means to you can be an effective tool to hand out along with your resume, cover letter, and business cards so that you can leave it behind. Things to think about as you build your creative career suite are, do your materials support your personal brand and future career goals? Have you intentionally thought about the accomplishments that you wish to showcase across your suite? And finally, do your career pieces demonstrate your competencies and your skills? Don't feel like you have to have it all figured out right at this moment. Continue preparing to put your awesome self out there and then get out there and do it. What is one thing that you're going to do in the next 24 hours that will help you further prepare for your creative career? Remember, the sooner you start, the further you'll go. Do you have additional questions? Are you looking for help preparing for your creative career? Feel free to reach out to myself or Megan Workman-Larson utilizing the contact information up on the screen. We are happy to help you best tell your career story.